Good morning, guys. It's a cold one today, boy. Whew. But anyway, remember the other day I said I wanted to mow my yard and my lawn tractor was working, everything was going fine? Well, it didn't exactly go that fine. Let me run that intro and I'll tell you what happened. Okay, I come down here getting ready to mow my backyard, and I went in underneath my deck. That's where I keep my lawn tractor. I get in here and I was like, okay, you know, she started the other day. She's dirty, you know. Let me go ahead and get on her and start her up and warm her up, get ready to mow, right? Everything was all fine. She started up just, perfect. I went to back her out and I looked down, and there it was, a flat tire. So I was like, hey, no problem. I got a flat tire. Just grab the air pump, pump her up, and get on with it, you know? No problem. So I grabbed the air pump, you know. Something else happened. Let me go up topside and show you. Guys, I just got done walking up them steps right there. Now, back before my heart attack, I used to give me chest pains just walking up that. I used to get really badly out of breath. Not now. So I guess that's a good thing, right? Okay, so I grabbed the air pump and I put it on the tire and I started pumping, right? This right here is my air pump, guys. So all you have to do is just push down and start pumping. And I'm working that sucker. I'm trying to get that air in there, and next thing you know, this thing pops off. Air starts pouring out of that little hole. Okay, I had to stop for a little bit. I had to get my gloves on. My hands got cold. But anyway, air started pumping out of that hole, so Justin and I grabbed the duct tape and we covered the hole. It was like, okay, let's continue pumping. Well, it started working there for a few minutes, you know. No problem. I'm almost getting ready to air up the tire and everything, and then this happened. The hose split completely out on me. I was like, no. And by the way, this thing's busted. When it came off, it can no longer sit back on there. It won't do its job anymore. So I'm like, okay, the hose busted out. Now wait a minute, maybe I can fix the hose, because I've had air pumps before that the hose kind of split and I was able to cut a chunk out and, you know, put it back on there, but no, not this one. It was attached and it's completely shot. So I'm sitting there, it's like, oh man, I got a whole big backyard to mow, and if I got to push mow that with the lawnmower, it's going to take hours. I was like, now what am I going to do? Well, in the meantime, my daughter was already cutting the hill. You know, she cuts the hill and I cut the bottom part. So she's hard at work, and she stops. She's like, Dad, what's up with the lawn tractor? So I told her what was going on. She looks at me, she's like, okay. She gets done with the hill, and guess what she does? She mows the whole backyard, guys, by herself with that push mower. Took her a long time. I asked her, I begged her not to do it. I said, stop, Elizabeth. All we have to do is wait till tomorrow and I go get a new air pump, or even get the tire fixed. Don't. There's no need for it. Let the lawn tractor do it. That's why we have it. She's like, no, I want to do it. And she did it. Every bit of that yard. I tell you, my daughter surprises me sometimes. So needless to say, guys, probably going to toss this booger in a junk, or in a garbage can. Why'd I say junk? Because that's pretty much what it is. Won't do me any darn good. No. Well, you know, I can't really complain because I've had it for quite a few years. And my butt did leave it out in the winter months underneath the deck, where I should have took it in my basement. So, can't really complain, right? My pants keep falling down. That means I'm losing weight. That means I gotta tighten up the string. I'm sure you guys want to know that. But anyway, I want to tell you another little thing that happened. But this happened the night I had my heart attack. Actually, earlier that day. Okay, earlier that day, Angie and I had to go to Walmart. And I wasn't feeling good then. I wasn't. So we get to Walmart, and Angie only had to pick up a couple items. I said, well, I'm just going to pull on the other side of the lot and just, you know, call me on the cell phone when you're ready, right? So I drive all the way over on the other side of the parking lot where there wasn't that many cars. And, you know, I sat there. I was just sitting there listening to music and stuff. And I thought about, I have my camera with me. My camera goes almost everywhere with me, guys. Thought about maybe doing a vlog entry, you know. Just sitting there. And I seen this guy pull up. No big deal, right? Now he pulls up over directly straight across from me in a parking spot. So I was like, okay, no biggie. You know, maybe he's waiting for his wife too. You know, doing what I'm doing. Well, then I noticed something. There started being cars coming in, parking next to his car. About maybe 3 seconds later, they drive off. And within about maybe, I say, 3 or 4 minutes, about 8 or 9 cars came through there just like that. I'm like, oh... Sometimes I might be a little naive, but I ain't too stupid to realize what was going on. So I'm sitting there, I was like, I'm witnessing a drug deal. Drug deals. Okay, this is not good at all. So I thought about picking up the camera like every vlogger would and not getting a guy on there. By all means, I don't want that kind of trouble. No. But I was going to vlog about it. I was going to say, guys, I am right now watching a drug deal go down. Don't know why I had that thought, but I thought about doing it. So I actually did pick up the camera, and I started off, you know, hey guys, I am one BubbaMike YEAH. You ain't gonna believe what I'm seeing right now. You know, to start off from my intro, right? And as soon as I did that, he looks at me. Now you gotta remember, he was about, like from here to right about where the sidewalk is over there from me. Now he wasn't a big, tough guy or anything like that, no. But he was definitely a drug dealer. And I didn't want no part of this, so I thought immediately, oh my gosh, he thinks I'm videotaping him. Oh no. What am I going to do if he comes up and says something? I was like, well, he don't scare me. I said, you know, I don't want to even talk to this idiot. So what do I do now? Well, next thing, more customers start coming up to him. Now I'm getting very uncomfortable, so I'm like, I need to get out of here. But right before I started my car, guess who drives by? A policeman drives by. One of our local policemen from my town drives right on by slowly, right behind him. And I'm sitting there like, that cop knew what he was doing. That cop's gonna bust him. Oh man. And the cop just kept driving and driving. And next thing you know, he was out of the parking lot. I was like, what? It's obvious what this dude was doing, especially since he was out of the car at the time. And as soon as he seen the cop, he immediately went and opened up his trunk and acted like he was doing something. I said, it's obvious. Then that got me thinking again. And by the way, there's another blue jay. They're so pretty. That got me thinking again. I was like, that cop drove by, and I'm sitting out here. Although I don't have cars coming up to me, of course not, but what if somebody thinks I'm a drug dealer too? And plus this guy pretty much thinks I videotaped him. I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. So I drove all the way over on the other side of the lot. And by the time I got there, Angie called. Now I was going to videotape this the very next day, but as you guys know, that night I had a heart attack. So I completely forgot all about it until this morning. And let me explain what reminded me of this morning. What reminded me of this morning. Learn to speak, my jeez. I was reading our local news and I noticed, I read a little article about 2 drug dealers dealing prescription pills in our Walmart parking lot got busted. Evidently it happened back a couple months ago, so it wasn't this guy. And I got sitting there thinking, I was like, wait a minute, I remember now. So I thought I'd share the story with you guys. Well, folks, this video today almost didn't happen. Let me explain. Okay, I started to do a video yesterday. No, didn't like it, killed it. So I did another video. Wasn't up to my satisfaction, so I killed it. Then I did a whole video for you guys. Actually, not a bad one. Got it inside, started editing up the video, you know. Got halfway through with the editing, and I was like, no, don't like it. I killed the whole darn thing. I was having one of the moments I wasn't satisfied with the content I'm trying to present to you guys. I didn't feel it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna make crap videos. For some reason, I was off my game. That happens to a vlogger every now and then. Ever happen to you? Leave a comment. It happens sometimes you're off your game. So I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna force myself to make a video. I'm gonna wait until the next day, which is today. And then I'm sure something will come to me, which it did through the night. So guys, I'm in a rush today to make my 3:30 deadline. I'm gonna finish this video out. I gotta go in there, edit it up, shoot it to YouTube, and I gotta try to beat, well, 3:30 I get it done by then because it's early in the morning, but I gotta try to beat 12 noon. Because at 12 noon I'm waking the wife up, we got some running to do, plus we're gonna have some fun just driving around. It's too cold to have a picnic, but just saying. So guys, just remember, if you got a lawn tractor like I do, make sure them tires are aired up. Make sure you got a air pump that works. And if you catch yourself in Walmart parking lot and you seen what I seen, what would you have done? Me, I wasn't scared of the individual, but on the other hand, I didn't want no part of that. No. Plus, like I said, I wasn't feeling good at that time. I should have known something was going on with my body. I was feeling pretty poorly. And even if somebody did want to come over and say something, I wouldn't be able to say much anyway. So I felt like crap. Well guys, I am one BubbaMike One. I want to thank you for watching. Leave comments. And you see how dirty my lawn tractor was? Well, I'm going to wash that thing probably before I mow next. Well, probably before I mow for the first time this year with it. But anyway, come on guys. Let's get out of here.
If you like today's video, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. You know, sometimes we have okay videos. So why not? Subscribe, hit the like button. Yeah, come on, let's get out of here. How do I get out of here?